The word broke has become a dirty word, especially in the black community. People talk about broke this and broke that. I don't want a broke nigga and all that stuff. And I get it. I get it. There are some people who are irresponsible, who are addicted to substances as well as practices like gambling. I understand that. Some people spend indiscriminately, and they don't manage their money right, and they're always borrowing from people, and they don't pay their bills, even though they may have fancy boots, but they don't pay their bills. I get that. Or they're at the club, but they don't pay their bills. I get that, and that is contemptible. That's contemptible brokenness. But brokenness in and of itself, I don't think is something to be ashamed of. Now, hear me out, please. If a person at the end of the day has paid all of their bills, met all of their obligations, if there's gas in their gas tank, if their life insurance is paid up, meaning if they drop dead, they can be buried. If those things are taken care of and there's no money left, I don't think there's any shame in that. I mean, some people, we have unexpected expenses in life sometimes. Someone could rear end you when you're driving, and they can not have insurance. That means you got to pay. Even it could be the other person's fault, but if they don't have insurance, then you're gonna have to pay that deductible on your own policy. So that's $500. Boom, you're taking a hit. Okay, you might have a child that needs to go on a field trip. That's gonna be some money. So we run into unexpected expenses. A cold front may hit, requiring you to turn up your heat. So you might end up with a unusually high gas bill. Stuff happens. And so let's say if a person gets paid on the first of the month, unexpected expenses take place on the 14th, 15th, or whatever, okay? Let's say it's the 20th of the month. They don't have anything left. Okay? They just lie low for another 10 days until they get paid again. How's that something to be ashamed of? But in our culture, well, not our culture, everybody does it. We're starting to shame people, make fun of people who don't have disposable money left. I don't think that's right. Just because a person doesn't have money left over to pay for your hair and nails getting done, they're not a dirty person. Now, I understand that people's income and their money level in many cases reflect the choices that they made in life. I understand that some people get a good education, enabling them to make a lucrative living. Some people are business savvy and smart, and they come up with a plan, and they can start a business. So yeah, a high income could be a reflection upon the good choices that you made, and not having money in your pocket or disposable income. Yes, your financial status could be a reflection of bad decisions you made. I understand that. But I do know people with master's degrees lifting boxes at FedEx. I know people with PhDs working at Walmart. So we need to get out of this stuff. And really, what is broke? Does it mean not having extra money to spare at present? Is that what it means? No shame in that. Or does it mean chronically not having disposable money? Again, I still don't think there's any shame in that. The shame is in being irresponsible. The shame is in begging people all the time. The shame is in pretending that you're something and you're not. That would be where the shame is. But I don't get this shaming people because they can't afford to fund what you want. You know, and then a lot of these people shaming other people don't have that much themselves. I remember taking this woman out, the first date. I told her where the restaurant was. I paid for her valet. I was like, okay, this is where you go. You can park here. The valet is paid for. Just park and come on in. You know, I'm just trying to impress her and all that stuff because she's a former Miss Texas. Okay, and maybe like the third or fourth date we went out, it was a Sunday afternoon. We came in separate cars. After it was over with, I walked her to her car. Guess what? She was parked on the street, just like everybody else. You know, so she wants to act like, oh, she's all that. I'm every woman. But she parked on the street just like everybody else, taking advantage of that free parking. So I think we should rethink some of these things, judging people, being judgmental. But anyway, that's enough of that. When I make videos defending the women, the men call me a simp. When I make videos defending the men, you know, women will call me names. They'll make fun of my looks and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Or he's sassy, or call me whatever names you want. If I'm getting it from both sides, men and women, then hey, maybe I'm doing something right. Or at least I'm not beholden to one side or another. But leave the comments if you agree or disagree with me, and I'll talk to you later.